Welcome to the Aaron L. Show. The Cowboys done trucked. They done trucked. They done trucked. They done let go Michael Parsons and traded him to the Green Bay Packers. And I thought I wouldn't see the day, man. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith interviewed Jerry Jones, and he's been knowing Jerry Jones for years. I give Stephen A. Smith his credit, man. He a straight shooter. I give him his credit. He a straight shooter because you know what? Some of the questions that he asked Jerry Jones, there's a lot of people that ain't in position to ask him those questions, and it's a lot of people that don't even have the heart to ask him those questions. But he dug down deep about the Michael Parsons situation. I feel like the Cowboys was offering Michael Parsons a decent contract. I feel like Green Bay, they gave him, if my numbers is right, they gave Michael Parsons a 4-year, $188 million contract. They gave the boy about $47 million a year. Gave him $132 million guaranteed. It's probably some incentives with injury and stuff like that written into the contract, but they gave the boy the money he was looking for. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Cowboys probably was offering him maybe $5-6 million less than that. And it's like, Jerry Jones, why would you sit back and try to save $20-25 million and get rid of a 4-time Pro Bowler? If I'm not mistaken, this kid that made the Pro Bowl every year he's been in the NFL, and he's one of the top players. I say he's one of the top 5 defensive players in the NFL right now. I don't see why the Cowboys would give him up. I mean, to be honest with you, I can see the Cowboys targeting, Peyton Manning and Eli Manning nephew coming out of Texas next year. If the kid do come out and go into the draft, I can see the Dallas Cowboys trying to package up those 2 draft picks and, probably a couple other little pieces or something like that and go get them a quarterback. Zach Prescott is kind of coming to an end. They need to start preparing for the future at the quarterback position. It is some nice quarterbacks coming out this year in the draft, and maybe Jerry Jones is trying to set himself up to make a move like that. But I would not have let Michael Parsons go. I mean, you do got to pay this kid, but at the end of the day, you got Zach on a huge contract. You got CeeDee Lamb on a contract. You got a lot of linemen and D tackle. I mean, Jerry Jones is paying out a whole bunch of money. You can't knock the guy. He's paying out a boatload of money. CeeDee Lamb needed his money. He overpaid Zach. You know what I mean? He really overpaid Zach. I probably would have got rid of Zach, had me a young quarterback back there doing what he can do. To be honest with you, he'd have been smarter to draft Shedeur Sanders, had him play behind Zach this year, pay Parsons, and then turn around and release Zach Prescott next year and let Shedeur be your starting quarterback. Because as of right now, Zach Prescott is no better than Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean? And then you got to look at the upside of Shedeur, and then you got a few more drafts to kind of grab another quarterback or two if Shedeur don't work out. Like, you got to think for the future. Like, why the Cowboys, why would you let go the anchor of your team? Because I've heard a lot of announcers and a lot of those ESPN analysis, they'll sit back and say that, a lot of your players, they sit and watch that. When a guy performs very well and now he's looking for his compensation off his performance, because we all know these NFL teams will let you go if you're not performing. Now we see that when you are performing, they really don't want to pay you. So it's kind of like they looking for cheap labor. What the teams are doing now, they're trying to draft kids in the top first round pick, kids that are real good. They getting you for 4 years with a 5th-year option. They're letting you play. Now let's say hypothetically out those 5 seasons you become a 4-time Pro Bowler. Let's say out them 5 seasons you become a 4-time Pro Bowler. Then you turn around and once it come time for you to get your money, because in your mind you like, okay, I'm a 4-time Pro Bowler. I'm about to get ready to. Y'all got to roll out the Brinks truck. You look at what the top players in the league getting paid at your position, and you say, hey, man, I should be getting paid somewhere up in there or way more than that. And that's how Michael Parsons felt. If I'm not mistaken, I think the top linebacker or defensive player was getting about $42 million a season. So Michael Parsons felt like I should be in a 43, 44 range somewhere. In Dallas, I guess they just didn't feel like that. So they didn't want to give Michael Parsons his money. Jerry Jones took a Pro Bowl defensive tackle and 2 draft picks. Now I can understand that Pro Bowl defensive tackle because guess what? You solidify that middle. I'm pretty sure you got some young linebackers that you could put in there. They're not going to be Michael Parsons, but you did get a Pro Bowl D tackle, and you got 2 first-round picks that you can use in next year's draft. Plus, y'all gonna have a first-round pick. Now think about it. Those first 2 first-round picks, plus the first-round pick they gonna have next year, Jerry Jones could possibly package up those 3 first-round picks and go and try to get him a top 3 pick next year's draft, and draft him a quarterback. And, he got some good receivers, still got Lamb. They brought in some free agents. The line looks pretty decent. I mean, the Cowboys going to be okay. Can they make a run to the playoffs? Yes, if Dak Prescott plays to his contract. If he plays to the ability of his contract, somewhere up in there, Dallas could get to the playoffs. And if Dallas, this is what I will say. If Dallas don't make it to the playoffs this year, they should get rid of Dak Prescott. You just got rid of Parsons. Everybody's going to be hollering for Zach to get out of there. So this the Aaron L show. This video is about Michael Parsons. The Cowboys and dropped the ball. Jerry Jones, he's getting old. He should, if that was a younger coach or a younger GM, he'd have never let the kid go. Jerry Jones just dropped the ball on that one. Shout out to y'all for watching this video. This the Aaron L show. Please like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all. I'll be back at y'all with another one.